But you guys are a good-looking group, much better than this group I did last weekend. I did one of these plus 55 communities. Well, this half of the room, I don't think they had the hearing aids on. They kept yelling at me that they couldn't hear me. They said, move the mic closer, move the mic closer. Then this half of the room, this is God's honest truth, go, you're too loud, move the mic away. This is the first 10 minutes of their Mother's Day show. This is what I'm doing. I went into a daze at one point. I didn't know if I should swallow the mic or put a condom on it. It was crazy. So it's impossible these days, isn't it, to lose weight? Does anybody feel that way? Yeah. Yeah, so I've made a decision, guys. From now on, no matter where I am, I'm going to eat naked. So brace yourselves, because I just ordered a cheeseburger. So last year, on my anniversary, my husband was away on a business trip in Asia. And I decided to surprise him. I decided to send him some sexting. Now, funny, from the looks in your faces, I thought you guys would be really frightened at the thought of me naked. But y'all look wildly curious. So I got out our sexiest negligee from our honeymoon, which is perfect, because it only like half fits me now. I took photos of what I think are still his favorite parts, and I sent them over. I waited 24 hours. I didn't hear anything. I'm like, oh shit, I hope I used the right country code. I hope I didn't send him to a monk somewhere. I hope I didn't send him to the shy guy here, because that's why he just wouldn't want to make eye contact with me when I came in. So I checked the number, I sent him again, and finally I got a text back from my husband. You know what it said? Who are you? And how did you get my wife's cell phone number, you fat, hairy bitch? I will never use a close-up lens again. But I took a look at those photos, guys, and I said, you know what, it's time to get in shape. So I joined a new gym, and I go to my first class at the gym, and of course, right in front of me is a half-naked, very thin, very young lady with a diamond in her belly. And I thought, okay, maybe God put her there. Maybe God put her there to remind us of how we used to look, and if we work hard enough, how we could look again. Nope. Just a typical skinny bitch showing off. Well, lucky for her, before class, I had to have some of that medical marijuana for my tennis elbow. Because otherwise, I was going to have to wait for her in the parking lot. I was going to jump her, and I was going to force feed her my Dunkin' Donuts. But speaking of it, I live in New Jersey, right down the street from its first medical marijuana dispensary. All I can tell you is Jersey smells a whole lot sweeter now. It really does. And I'm married. My husband is Jewish and I'm Catholic. And all of a sudden this year he got a little religious on me. He calls me in the morning of the Jewish New Year, which is in the fall. And he tells me it's the year 5,774 or something. I'm like, okay. Then he says to me, you know, that means we're going to have sex now 5,774 times this year. I said, really? Now, does that sound like a good amount to you, young man?
That sounds too much.
It's too much for you? Thank you, sir. Thank you for participating in my survey. You're my hero. Because I actually told my husband he could pencil me in for 74. I'm going to have him call you for the rest. So I was originally going to go on vacation tonight, I heard. I was up in Massachusetts. We went to P-Town, very end of Cape Cod, which is a very gay area, and that's okay. But we went to see some gay comedian friends of the show, and I didn't know if it was going to be too much gayness for my husband. But after the comedy show, we ended up going to one of those piano show 2 bars, and I'm like, this is harmless enough, right? Until my husband started to disappear to the men's room a lot. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sicilian. If my husband cheated on me with another woman, like her, I would have to kill him, I would have to kill her, and I would have to kill her entire family. But if my husband accidentally got a blowjob from some young man in the men's room, now would that really be cheating, or would that just give me the night off? And that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed our little taste of Ceasar. Thank you very much.